Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Pisces for the month of June, including late May 2023. Welcome, Pisces. So I'm using a new deck today, and from now on I feel it's the Golden Tarot by Liz Dean. So let's see how we go with this brand new deck. You, Pisces, are in your fourth house, which is the house of home. So all things about home are on your mind and in your focus this month. So we're just going to see what comes up for you, but remembering home, everything to do with your home. Renovations, whatever, moving home, a new home, fixing up the old home, all that stuff. And what else do I have to say? We are in the element of air, which is... the zodiac sign is Gemini, so the wind can blow either one way or the other. So it's, for me personally, the Gemini time is always, the catchphrase is expect the unexpected. Right, Pisces, so where the energy is the Two of Cups. So this is your soulmate energy here, Pisces. So maybe this is, you know, also about home as well. This is the relationship that you're currently in, or for some of you it might be you might have met somebody that you just kind of click with. There's this instant rapport, very much soulmate, which means, as you know by this point, Pisces, it brings all sorts of stuff to the surface. It's not all happy Hollywood fairy tale endings. It can bring up some amazing confrontations and conflicts, as well as just that fabulous connection with this person, but very much on a soul level. So let's see, but that's your energy for this next 4 weeks. Where you are right now. And you have the Magician, so he is the alchemist. He is the spirit messenger. His planet is actually Mercury, which is also the planet of the Gemini. So it's very much about communication. It's very much about, you know, jumping forth, doing things the way you want it to do. It's lots of potential here, and 50% potential, 50% risk here with new things coming in. And the Magician just talks about manifestation as well. So actually making things happen. Something that you may have, you know, been thinking about for a while, but in this time, definitely. And in the house, in the fourth house, you could be really sort of honing in on this kind of Magician, Mercury energy of getting into a new sort of project and really making it happen. But just remember, on the way there'll be ups and downs. It's not a given that it's going to be smooth sailing. Nothing ever is. So let's see the influencing energy that is around you for this one, the Magician, and also for the entire reading. So let's have a look. And it is, wow, the Knight of Cups. So offers coming your way. Obviously the energy of it is Knight of Cups, so the energy could be, you know, is essentially male energy, very much. This Knight of Cups, he's very much in love with the idea of love. He's very sort of romantic and all that kind of thing. But it's more about the energy that he brings. He's a messenger of types. For some of you, he could be somebody, you know, coming in. And that Two of Cups energy, you think, oh, wow, you know, this is pretty amazing. He's everything that I wanted. But just be also cautious, in fact, with him, that he does sort of tend to... You know, it's like an infatuation. It lasts for the 6 weeks and then it kind of wanes off a bit. So as long as you realise that. And of course, too, with it influencing the Magician, it's about, you know, sort of don't take the first offer either. Just wait and see how it pans out over the next 6 weeks before you really make, like, this is like a soft offer. So it's not hard and fast yet. And it's very sort of coming from an emotional point of view too, Pisces. So just be aware. So the Magician is fabulous, but it's for consideration, just not right. We'll just see what goes on. The background, so we're talking, what are we talking? April, May. Yeah, April, May. So the time of Taurus. What was going on? Five of Swords. So a little bit of argy-bargy, a little bit of, you know, confronting sort of energy with the Five of Swords. Fives always represent change coming through. And also, and it can talk about a group of people also. I always tend to interpret this as a group of people who are sort of opposing or maybe sabotaging, or you may be asking those people for advice, and then it doesn't really resonate with you, and you'll do what you're going to do anyway, but it makes you feel sort of a little bit unbalanced in terms of it's not what you would do, but why did you ask for advice from this group when really, you know, it's your story. They really, you know, they're not in your story, you are. So that's that kind of yeah, it's a sort of a bit of a messy energy as well, where we end up asking, and what do you think, and what do you think, and then we come away thinking, oh no, why did I bother? So it's that kind of energy around, but that's still a bit there. So still having influence there, Pisces. So just be careful whilst you're in this 4 weeks of, you know, just, you know, sort of manifest things, but just realise it's not going to be hard and fast just yet. Recent influences, and we have Temperance. So the timing is right. So timing coming in, and the universal divine timing is everything. So you need that timing. So it's sort of it's just appeared in view for you. So yeah, with that under consideration as well, especially with this soulmate energy as well that's coming through for you, Pisces. Just go with that flow. The Temperance is very much a balancer. So she's very balanced. She's got her foot in the water, one foot in the water, one on the earth. So she's emotional, and she's also grounded. So also it's another card like the Two of Cups. It's like a soulmate card. So it's just sort of telling you, just move on with what you've got at the moment in this relationship. It's a journey. See where it's going to go, but the timing is definitely right for whatever is really going on for you. I mean, everybody's different in the Pisces realm, but you know, some of it will resonate, others won't, but just take what sparks to you. The lesson you'll be learning, Eight of Pentacles. So really and truly, like, this is mature age, sort of goal reaching. It's finishing one sort of goal successfully and then moving on to the next. So you may be, you know, considering studying or learning something new, or starting a completely new job, but you've already got a great backup with the Eight of Pentacles. As you can see, there's 8 of them there. That's pretty hefty and pretty good. So just remember, you've got, you know, whatever you're feeling of manifesting, if it's got anything to do with work or hobbies that may become work, all that kind of thing, it looks pretty good with the 8 of Pentacles. So make sure you use that wisely as well. And plus, maybe just use that as your backup and as the lesson. And it's sort of saying, yeah, well, just be wise how you choose. Even with these soulmate connections too. Use your wisdom and your experiences to fall back on, especially with what's going on for you in the 4th house. Because we're talking a house and home, we're talking, you know, big investment, we're talking very much down-to-earth energy. So you need to be, you know, sort of shopping around a little bit, or just, you know, it's a bit of a tricky time financially at the moment in the world. Okay, let's have a look at what's coming up, say, first week of June. And we have the Page of Pentacles. So very much a feed and grow situation. A seed has been thrown into the earth, and it is up to you now to feed and grow this seed so it grows into whatever it is that you want it to grow into. Financial benefits will come with this in time. But like everything too, Pisces, doesn't it? It takes time. So, but looking great there. You've got two, so far you've got these two earth energy cards to sort of keep you grounded in this month, especially around house and home issues. Feed and grow this one, and you will see that you will reap the benefits and the rewards of it later on down the track. What's happening you're not realising? Justice. So very karmic this time, this Gemini month, this very sort of the unexpected month, very karmic. So whatever goes on is meant to go on, whether you planted seeds and looked after them and you've got a flourishing garden or a flourishing whatever you planted, or you planted them and you didn't look after them, so therefore you really get nothing. And that's the same with karma. It's like reap what you sow. What you put in, you get out. If you don't put anything in, you can't expect anything out. Very powerful card too, especially with this soulmate connection. So just go with it. Whatever that karma is for you, you just have to try and sort of balance the karma and write the karma as well. How others see you. The moon. So very mysterious, very sort of intuitive as well. Also, they don't really know, quite a mysterious way other people see you with the moon. They're not really quite sure what's going on with you. There might be sort of a few clouds obscuring the moon, which is you. So they're looking at. However, this will be revealed at a later date. Whenever we get the moon in a reading as well, Pisces, it's like it's not, it may, look at, this is how others see you, so it may be that others aren't quite perceiving you the way you feel you are. So they probably think, oh, what's going on with this one? But this is that Pisces energy too. You're very intuitive. So I guess you know, you need to kind of maybe speak up a little bit about what's going on with you, or this feeling may be this feeling of these other people around you, especially your soulmate might think, oh, or on the other hand, they might think, oh, my partner is quite a mysterious being, quite an interesting being, a very intuitive being. So there's lots of positives and negatives for the moon, but just know the overriding sort of catchphrase for the moon is it's not the time to make a decision. It's too cloudy at the moment, so just wait a little bit. And you might be feeling a bit cloudy about whatever it is that's going on that you're not quite sure of yet, and you might be sort of, you know, just fencing off a few questions. I'll tell you next week or something. So that kind of cautions you just to be wary as well this next 4 weeks, Pisces, with big decision making. You can start the ball rolling, but then you need to sort of just do it in a slower manner. Positive feelings. Knight of Wands. So forward moving energy, lots of this is a travel card for me for sure. It's when just things go from the daily humdrum into action stations. It's high voltage, it's fast moving energy. It's like just getting back into the world, or it's traveling, it's seeing things, it's experiencing all these new things that many different places have to offer. It's really taking us out of our comfort zone, but in a great way. And we learn so much, and we just feel so free with the Knight of Wands. So enjoy if this is you. I imagine this time of year, people in the Western world all over will be on the move and travelling to the European summer, to the Asian, Southeast Asian countries, from the Australian people with the cold winter coming on. But really nice card there, and you're feeling that positive vibe of the Knight of Wands. He moves pretty quickly through things. He's like an accelerator. So everything doing really well there, Pisces. So enjoy that if you're lucky enough to be, you know, going somewhere or travelling, which you probably will be because you are good travellers. The outcome. And we have the Four of Wands, which is the house and home card. There you go. So, you know, come back from the travel and just enjoy being back at home, having felt refreshed in a way as well. Or even if you didn't travel and you just sort of got this really sort of uprush of energy to get things done, action, both very big action cards, but this one being more about everything really being centered on the home. So it's a really nice card to have where you just think, oh, right now, you know, I'm inspired to do all these different things I want to do around home. So a really nice way to finish off the time of Gemini. I'm going to just quickly pick you a message card. I have to shuffle them off camera, Pisces, because I really need to get a new set of oracle cards. These ones have just been around too long. I think they need to go into a special box. And you have the fabulous card of Dharma. So Dharma can only be learnt by direct experience. It educates the heart and liberates the mind. Dharma or sorry, excuse me, this frog. Dharma or divine wisdom is a heart and mind system of learning. With your heart open, you can be aware of the universal truths amidst your struggle and suffering. It gives you the power to turn experiences around, knowing that there is a purpose to your life that is gently unfolding. So go with that wisdom. That is the most beautiful card, in my opinion, Pisces. Thanks so much for listening, and have a really good month.